Happy Monday everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of Designer for a Day. I'm going to run you through my day now, and this one's again a little bit unusual. Usually I'd be on my way across to Wigan this morning, but because of the snow this weekend, the roads are a bit bad. There's floods everywhere, so I'll be working from home today. I've got a list as long as my arm to catch up with as well, just basically after the Christmas break and catching up with bits and bobs. So I'll show you my list. And here's what I'm using today. So my notepad is invaluable. I use this all day, every day. And there's just various scribbles here, there and everywhere. Bits of paper. But that is basically my head in a nutshell, all written down. And I use that to basically tick things off as I'm going through them. That just helps me kind of process things. A Wacom pad for my MacBook. Obviously the charger and a splitter as well. They're the main tools of the trade with what I'm doing. Software we use Illustrator. I'll show you a little bit of that shortly as well. But yeah, MacBook every single time you open it, and it should just turn on, but it's been turned off for the Christmas break. That'll turn itself on and we're ready to go. Fingerprint touch, and we're straight into emails. So, easy. So it'd usually be a case of actually sitting down and going through some emails this morning. However, at 9-10 o'clock last night, I decided to just rip through them all. I've set up auto sends, so they were going out at 9 o'clock this morning. So no doubt throughout the day, I'll be getting sent emails from customers all day in reply to what I've sent them, or vice versa kind of thing. And they're basically updates. It might be about websites. There's a couple of signage jobs going on at the moment. Working for a few charities. I've just cut some van numbers for a fella who lives down in Newquay now. Used to live up here. We did all this plastering, branding, van, leaflets, etc., social media and stuff. He's now moved away, unfortunately. I've lost my plasterer, although I do have another one as well. He's moved and he wanted to take his landline off. He's just having a mobile number on, so we've cut him some letters for them. They'll be getting sent in the post today as well. I've got a couple of catch-up calls scheduled as well. But busy day today. We've got a few big website builds on the go, and I just need to get those few little details off customers as well. But I'll show you the software I'm using. It gives you a better insight to the kind of things we're using, and you can see what I'm doing as well. If the structure of this channel isn't there at the moment, it's something I'm working on. Any suggestions, comments, leave them down below. This is day 1. Quick job for these guys this morning. KM Massage. We're just updating some prices to 2025 prices for them to print some new leaflets. We did shop signage for these. I think they're 3 years old this year, so congratulations Marty and Bew. Well done for lasting that long. Any business that survives past its first couple of years, you're doing well, aren't you? Especially in today's climate. But KM Massage over in McGull, just updating these leaflets, and we'll get them sent to print, and they'll be with them within the week, usually a couple of days. Another happy customer. So in terms of sending proofs back and forth, like that job that I've just revised, for example, it might be an email, it might be a WhatsApp message, it might be a phone call. I do like to have paper trails of things though, so it's very rarely a phone call or a handshake. And that's just like learned through experience in the past. Someone will say yes to something 3-4 weeks down the line. I didn't say that. Well, if there's an email or a message or a phone call or, like a voicemail kind of thing, there's something to go, hang on a minute, not being funny. This is what was agreed. Here we go. So that job for KM Massage got across on a WhatsApp. It's been approved within 30 seconds. Job done, off to print, be with the customer this week. Really easy. Easier for them as well. People are out and about, they have the phone on them. WhatsApp message pings through and they can just reply a little, emoji. That's all I need. Job's good to go. Rather than having to sit down, look at their emails, sift through all the million bits of junk that you've kind of got. Easy. So that's the easy part, getting the artwork approved. After that, we've got a bit of software called Zero. I've obviously got this customer set up because they've been a customer since 2001. Maybe for other projects they've been doing as well. It's got the name in there, it's got their address details, it's got their email address, and basically you just fill in what work we've done, the price, and then it sends it to them. And there's 14 days payment terms on. When you first set up Zero, it allows you to set up all these like different terms, conditions and things like that as well. It's really slick for smaller businesses to use. There are limitations when you start getting the higher level, and I know that through looking at other customers' kind of systems, and they were asking what I used, and I just found it wasn't suitable for them. So there are limitations to software. but it's finding what's best for your company at the end of the day, isn't it? And I've been absolutely fine with this for the last 6 years, so I'm going to carry on with it. It's all right on a monthly payment as well. So anyway, you put the details into there, it'll send them an email, it'll send them a direct payment link, they can bank transfer, it makes them really easy for them, and then it'll send them reminders. So if they haven't paid by 14 days, just a reminder, is this, and then after X amount, so you can set those kind of tolerances to what it will kind of send. End of the month, you can report it all, you can look at it all, you can look at your income, incoming and outgoing costs, which is also important, obviously, when running your own business. So yeah, 0 for that one. There you go. Name of customer, issue date, due date, invoice number is automatically calculated. A little reference in there for my details. What the job is, what the quantity is, what the price is, automatically does it. Approve an email, done. So back onto the job that I should have been doing this morning. KM massage, 5-minute job, ticked off, done, sorted. It's on my pad. I can tick it off when he tells me how many he wants. You'll find throughout this my brain works in a bit of an odd way, to be honest. I'll be working on one job and in the back of my head there's something else there, so I'll start working on that one, I'll start working on that one. So I might have 3 or 4 jobs on the go at any one particular time. For me, jumping in and out of things just really helps the way that I work. I've worked jobs in the past where I have to work that 9 to 5, Monday to Friday routine. And I've done it for many years. I did it straight out of university. I worked in some signage companies and, 5-6 years I've done my trade. I've worked in creative companies. I've jumped back into another signage company. I've been here, there and everywhere. But I'll detail that in a later video as well. And I find like the best way that I work is to jump between tasks and projects. Because I might take a little bit of an element from here into something else that I'm working on. It also helps my mind rest and not get bored of kind of working on the same thing, if that makes sense. Any designers now are like nodding along going, yeah, brilliant. That's exactly how I work as well. I didn't realise up until a certain point like that was the way that I like to work. I'd kind of been pigeonholed in previous companies that like, this is what you do. This is how it works, do as you're told kind of thing. And again, I did that for a certain amount of years before it was kind of time for me to jump ship and create my own company. So yeah, like there's a little insight into how my brain works. There's loads of things floating around and happening. But yeah, hopefully you get a good insight of that. And hopefully if you are similar to me in this kind of role, you're not the only one. You're not strange, you're not weird. Like that's how your brain works, that's how it processes. I've had customers think I've got superpowers because of the way I'm doing things. I'm doing them so quick, I'm moving here, there to everywhere. I think it's just ADHD, to be honest, undiagnosed. But there's probably a little bit of an element of that with all us designers, isn't there? So, time for the best part of the day. Dinner time. The joys of working from home is that I get to go and visit my local butty shop. Now, every day I like going somewhere different, and that's the joy of working here, there and everywhere. But you can't beat a Grayson's in Ainsdale. Shout out Grayson's. So let's get the car started. We'll get a bite to eat. Got to get out of the house sometimes. I hate sitting at a desk all day. I've got to get out, speak to people, meet people. And you don't know what opportunities are out there either. The amount of times where I've been walking around and seen like missing sign or just spoken to someone and got some work off just nipping out for lunch. You don't get that when you're sat in the house all day or you're working from home. Get off your ass.
Can I have a chip, sir?
Try and start off the year fairly healthy. We've got some pasta, but she did upsell me a shortbread as well. So, you've got to treat yourself sometimes, haven't you? I'm out, I'm walking, it's all good. Beautiful pasta arrabbiata from Grayson's over in Ainsdale Village. Thank you guys, as always, for feeding me. Just had an email come in from a customer from last year. We built a website for him. He wants a few more bits and bobs in terms of business cards, leaflets, and a bit more marketing as well. He's a tree surgeon, so we'll be having a call with him shortly. But I'm going to crack on with this report that I've been doing this morning. I've just got some files off another laptop, so we're working off 2 today. We've got 1 there and 1 there. Pull some files off that one, send them to the other one because they're not using the same filing system. We've got OneDrive on one, and I use Dropbox. So I'll email myself the files, mainly text to compile this report together for Healthwatch, get that all sorted, get it back across to Lacey for her to approve. I'll see her on Wednesday this week as well, so we can get it all finished off, and all the fancy tarty up bits for her there as well. And yeah, that'll be today. Neat little trick I've learned on Illustrator throughout the years as well. When you are designing things, making sure you look at them in actual size, which I'll show you how to access now. So obviously that looks all well and good on the screen, but what does it look like in real life? Well, if you go up to the view bar and then you scroll down to actual size, just there, that will give you, as you're looking at it now, the actual size of that. And to prove it is one of my business cards, 85mm tall, 55mm, but I'm going to flip it around just for the purpose of that. There you go. So I know looking at that now, that wording's probably a little bit small. Unless I zoom in, if I'm thinking about the customers that Carl's going to give these out to, I want those to be nice, clear, QR codes there, who they are, website, etc. I'm just going to make this wording here a little bit bigger. Excuse the mucky screen. When I'm out and about with customers, they're always fingering it. They think it's touchscreen. It's not. It's an old Mac. It works absolutely perfect, but the screen's absolutely covered in stuff. So, nice one. Stop touching my screen. I'm going to send that across to Carl now. I did have a previous version, but after speaking to him, I had a few new ideas, hence me drawing a new one before any of you say anything. Send that across to him now, and hopefully get it approved, get those into print, do the other versions for the lads that work for him as well, covering different areas. And that's another job ticked off today as well. Back to the original task at hand. As I said, my brain works here, there and everywhere, but as you see, phone calls come in, emails come in. You kind of have to be reactive to certain customers to get that across as quick as possible, and that's the kind of service I've always provided. Whereas this report, it's got a deadline. We're not near the deadline at the moment. It'll be sent across today, so it doesn't matter if it's done this morning or this afternoon. And this is the joy of working for yourself. You kind of dictate what you do and don't do. But yeah, that report's going to get finished now.
Thank you for calling Healthwatch Wigan and Leeds. Please note that calls may be recorded for training and quality purposes. Please hold and one of our colleagues will be with you shortly. Thank you for calling Healthwatch Wigan and Leeds. Please hold. A member of our team knows you are waiting and will be...
Hello.
Hi Lee, is that Lee? Sorry, I just saw an office is ringing, but my mobile says you, so I didn't know if I'd answered the office.
How bizarre. You're right, mate.
Hello, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just a really quick one about this report. Do we have a message from Karen yet? It would have probably been easier to ring her, but I thought you've collated everything, so I'll just ring you instead. So it's always good to just have that quick conversation just to get those details. If I'd sent an email asking for that information, I'd have been waiting for it. And again, like knowing organisations, knowing how people work, I know I'll always get an answer straight off Lacey. So well done, Lacey. You've answered my question. I'll reword that one and I'll get the rest of this information put in. I've pulled it off the OneDrive, put it on a USB stick to bring it across to my MacBook because, like I said, it was on OneDrive. I use Dropbox. It's on a secure laptop. It's hard to get the information across and share files in that kind of manner. USB stick, old school. For anyone who doesn't know what a USB stick is, well, you're very, very young. And yeah, you've got to know what a USB stick is, haven't you? Tuesday today, need to hit the post office, drop some things off. I have the little monster on a Tuesday. Say hello, Athena. Hiya. We're going to nip down our local community centre. We're setting up a bit of a babies and gentlemen group, like a dad's group for toddlers and stuff, because there doesn't seem to be any around here. They're all mums, which obviously everyone's welcome to, but it's always a bit daunting to go to as a fella. So, set up my own. See who comes. We'll get some posters out. We'll market it, and we've done a few bits for the community centre when we moved here a few years ago. I nipped down there to see if they needed any help with anything. We ended up raising about 600 quid for an AED machine for them. There'd been a couple of heart attacks or heart problems.
quote me on that if I'm wrong, in the local area. So it was something that was really needed. So yeah, we helped part fund that and then made a connection with the people who fitted that as well, which was lovely. So we love working in communities. We do a lot over in Wigan. We do a lot over in Leigh, Manchester, here, there and everywhere. But it's nice to do something on your doorstep. But in typical fashion, just as I'm about to go out, snowing yesterday, hail today, ice. So I think it might be a car jobby, kiddo. What do you think? What do we think? Where are we going? Should we go and say hello?
Wednesday morning, just feeding the animals. Say good morning. Say good morning. Thank you. Kids fed, dropped off at nursery and school, and we're off to the office over in Wigan today. So we're going to say hello to Sunshine House. We're going to say hello to Healthwatch and various others today. See you soon. Give us a wave, Charlie. Who are we, Charlie? What do we do?
Oh, we're doing this right now?
Yeah, go on.
Right. So, I am Charlie with Wigan Borough Community First. We're a voluntary structure for the Wigan Borough. Basically, we're here to help any charities out there. We can help you with funding, we can give you advice on your governance, we can give you any opportunities for training, we can do all sorts. And eventually, we're going to have a central hub as a website of everything going on in the borough.
I don't know what that is, but I like a lot.
Wonderful. So Charlie, a couple of months ago, was an apprentice, and he came from the Prince's Trust. And look at him now. Go.
All right, here we go. Opening this little box we just got delivered.
So as part of Wigan Borough Community First, it's important to get obviously values and messages and everything out. Obviously thinking forward, we want to do this in a digital manner. Come on, Charlie. I know you said it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll find a clip here if you want.
Yeah,
super sharp.
Will not help in the
Yeah,
slightest.
probably not in the slightest. They'll just make it look funnier. So about getting those messages out, obviously having the right kind of equipment. So I use the DJI Osmo 3, which is what I'm using now. Quality's always good, sound's always good, even without the microphones, which I'm not using now. And I should get better at using it, and I will do. So it was a suggestion to get Charlie the same kind of gear, which is exactly what we've got here. So he's going to once it's open, yeah. So we're going to have a play with that today. Go and follow Wigan Borough Community First. There's a lot of stuff coming through there, as Charlie mentioned before, what they do. And I'm kind of assisting with website, social media and everything else, as well as Healthwatch in the other office that we've just been in over there, based in Sunshine House. That gives you a bit of an insight of what we're doing today. I'm working on some reports today and everything else in between as well. So it's never one day of doing one task, it's always a day of doing a bit of everything.
This is the weirdest bubble wrap I've ever seen.
Pop it, lads.
It doesn't pop.
It's up.
What? I know.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Look at that. There we are.
Toys.
With our new gear.
Oh. So yesterday turned out to be busier than expected. Met with the manager of Sunshine House. Their social media at the moment is a bit shocking. They've got a group full of about 7,500 people, but they have a charity shop, they have a community centre, they have a cafe, and obviously you need to portray things differently. So at the moment in this group, you'll have a toy sale, and then you'll have something about the cafe, and then something like this. So in terms of the audiences, it's a bit all over the show. So what we've proposed is to break down the audiences. We're going to create separate pages for each one of them. And then kind of empower people within the centre to kind of post the content. Now, they're the people there 24/7. They're the perfect people for it. And Charlie, that I introduced you to before, is a perfect example of this with Healthwatch and Community First. He's full-time. He posts all day, every day, because he's living the 24/7 full-time life with that job, whereas I am popping in and out and kind of consulting and things in between. So they are the perfect people to kind of post, but obviously sitting with them, giving the training on how the platform works, when the best time to post is, that's such an important thing at the moment. There's no point posting something about the cafe, having a special on of the day at 7 o'clock at night when it's too late, is there? So it seems really obvious to say, but you'd be surprised how many people go, oh yeah. So it is, what day are we on? We're on Thursday today, and again, it's been snowing, it's icy, it's horrible, the roads are all like gridlocked up, it's horrible. So customer said stay at home today, working on the website, I'm working on a report again, which will be done today, Lacey, I promise you. That will be across later on. I've got a shop to survey, but again, weather-wise, it's
Don't really want to go outside. I've got the fire lit. Keep it nice and warm today. I've got some things to pop at the post office, but today's going to be very much like Monday. I'm going to be sat in the house, cracking on with work and just getting some stuff done. I've got a few Teams meetings and stuff like that as well with customers. So yeah, we'll see how we get on, and if I don't see you, I'll see you tomorrow. It's Friday, it's the end of the week for many, not for me because I'm going to the NEC tomorrow with PBS Breaks to get some social media content and be on the stand and just do bits and bobs with them. But today I've quoted for a website for a guy who does wall ties, quite specialist, local to me, found me on Google, which was handy to know that we're ranking really highly on that. Get a lot of inquiries through our website in terms of building websites and doing social media and stuff like that as well. Which is why we always recommend to do it with other customers as well. Like, they found us that way, well, they can be found that way as well. If you're not listed on Google, get it done, or we'll do it for you. Give us a shout. So we've done that. I've been across to measure up for a signage job in Lord Street. Existing customer, we've done their previous signs and now they're moving shop. So new design, all measured up. My background's in signage anyway, so it's an absolute doddle to do. Obviously combining that with the graphic side element as well. Comes hand in hand, doesn't it? We do a bit of their social media bits as well, so yeah, it's been another busy day. The kids are watching telly, I'm about to make tea for them. Heather's nipped out for some food and stuff, so early night, yet to be seen. But yeah, jumping in the car tomorrow, heading down to the NEC, and I will do a little bit about what I do there, but there'll also be a separate video. Someone's ringing me. There'll be a separate video, but yeah, I best take this because I'll be getting my orders from her, and I'll see you all in the morning. Saturday morning, and I don't want to wake the kids up. It's proper frosty again. Oh, look at it. So we've got to defrost the car and get on down to Birmingham now. Even the gate's frozen solid, look at it. Oh. Joys of the UK in this weather. Oh. Bit reluctant to start, wasn't it? Not ideal. Not being driven in a week or two, so that's probably why. And the cold weather's probably going to finish the battery off, so probably going to put it on trickle charge. Oh, I hate de icing cars. Right, let's get this done. Let's get down to Birmingham. Let's get to the show and go and say hello to Chris at PBS.
Virgin. How did you not get herpes off your missus with herpes?
Did you keep the beards? You put like sparkles in the beards?
Yeah. We all have to do our own makeup and like. I was sister that helps us.
Yeah. In love with the guy.
Yeah.
And he's got to explain.
Whoa, deep man.
Yeah. Thanks. Keep on. So the last one is my favourite one so far. Yeah. This guy is
in to head out on Silverstone. Never been out on Silverstone.
How are you, Amanda? Nice to see you.
Hi, darling. You alright?
Got the right day today, yeah? So welcome to Autosport 2025 on the PBS stand today. Everyone encouraging people to get in the race car, strap themselves in, and and the fastest time wins. Top 3, we've got t-shirts and other bits and bobs to give away, as we do in previous years. Previous winners have had track days, brake pads, discs, all kinds. Very generous at PBS. Bit of a mix of audience here at the show this year. Very busy. It goes on from Thursday to Sunday. I'm here for just the Saturday this year. And you've got a mix of all kinds of different cars. You've got Aerial Atoms, you've got Lancia Integrales, M2s, and then you've got flat out race cars. Chris's Golf, proper race car, not road legal. The SW Motorsports DS3 and stuff, they're all track specific cars. You've got you've got two sides to this show. You've got almost like a YouTube-y, influency kind of side, and then your motorsport side as well. And then you used to have an engineering section as well in previous years, but that seems to have gone now. I think it stays the Thursday, Friday. They used to fill it with lots of other stuff. However, this year you've got Teslas and vegan wraps and stuff, which is each to their own, but it doesn't really fit in with autosport. You've got the live action arena with all the drifting, and yeah, I think it's Terry Grant and all them in the minis and stuff sliding around, and all the other people. Sorry for not naming you, I don't know you. So yeah, just going for a bit of a wander now. Going to get some photos, they'll all be on PBS's social media. Going to do some videos while I'm here as well, and it's really good for content going forward. So obviously updating their customers to the fact that they're here today. They can come and meet them, they can come and say hello to them. Shout out PBS. And also for future content as well, we can drip feed things that we've seen throughout the day. Meeting new people, having conversations that you wouldn't have. You know, meeting people face to face is such an important part of this business. When you're on track days, when you're on race days, you're going to notice people, but also educate them about the products as well. So if you're thinking about doing a trade show, get out there, put yourself out there, because if you're not, someone else will be. Just having a moment, watching everyone go by. I'm going to upload some footage. Busy day, and at some point I'm going to have to absolutely pull my pants down and pay some money to have dinner, aren't I? So NEC show price food, ridiculous. Like an airport though, I suppose. You've got a captive audience. If you don't like it, don't eat or bring some butties. Something. Right, what's for dinner? Pick a mix? Absolutely not. Smells good round here though. Hog roast, ice cream and waffles. What do we think? I've still not had my dinner. I've been walking around talking to people all day. Race cars everywhere, bits and bobs everywhere. It stinks of fuel in here, it's dead fumey. It smells like greasy food, it's amazing. If you love cars, well, any show is pretty cool, isn't it? But not as good as previous years, you can argue. You get mixed results from people here though. Problem with coming to these places as well is I want to buy everything from my cars. So I do have another channel, Mr. Motors, in which I play with cars. I've got an Exceed, I've got a Twingo. That's my hobby, and that's kind of what we do on the side there with my best mate Steve. This is my day-to-day job, so to be paid to come to a car show to create content is absolutely heaven for me. It's on a Saturday, well, it's one of them, isn't it? Been to Germany in the past, I've been here, there and everywhere with PBS. And I am looking to work with more motorsport companies as well. Content creation, posting, tidying websites up, we do a bit of everything, as I've already told you. What are you saying? It's a busy day. He's flying.
Has he got me top as well?
No. Hands on wheel when you're done though. Good lad. That was quite good, that. Oh. Are you timing? I'm filming, you're timing. Oh, he's hovering, hang on. Let's see. Oh.
3, 2, 1, go.
Technique.
Don't forget the door. Oh, it's just twisted. He's fluffed it. That's slow. 20 seconds.
Feels quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, mate.
Right, while my bum warms up, while I've just started my car ready to leave the NEC, just thought I'd give you a little update. So that's the end of the week for me. I'm going to have a day off tomorrow with the kids. It's not every weekend I work, but if I need to, I do. Always go above and beyond for customers. So 2-hour drive home, grab some tea along the way. Hopefully Heather's got something ready for me when I get home. Ring her now and cheer up. Catch me in episode 2, which will be the week after. I'm going to be consistent with these. I want to grow the channel. I want you to see, more about what I do every week. Every week is different. I know Monday I'll be somewhere different, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's not going to be the same as this week. And I will go more into depth about the software I'm using. But yeah, leave any comments below. Anything you particularly want to see about running the business day to day. Other people we work with as well. But again, like every week, this is different. And there's a couple of bits that I've not been able to record this week as well. Customers just wanted to remain, they don't want to be on the channel. Absolutely fine. But this will evolve. See you all next week.
Yeah.
And obviously that alludes to being scared of cats.
Yeah,
so
the big reveal.
The big reveal, all the lads knew. So I'm getting tortured with this cat. I mean...